So this will probably be a hot mess, but you get to see some chickens while I talk. So yeah, new equipment, new software. Haven't edited in a long time. Got a lot of camera noise. Um, Probably some weird effects, transitions, stuff like that. But just basic video showing kind of what I'm doing and what's going on. A little bit of description, but for the most part, just you can see what's happening. Working on getting the chickens accustomed to me, so they're not running away as soon as I approach them. Also some water for the ducks to use, hoping to get them accustomed to it. So here I've got camera mounts, kind of low impact, so I can just take them right back off when I return the equipment. So just driving around the field at this point. I haven't driven around the other half yet, but you get a good feel for the size of this half. So you can see coming up I have to do some fence repairs, but interestingly the Wi-Fi reaches all the way out here from the house, so that's pretty cool. So a lot of these trees and bushes you're seeing are actually the same plant. They're called muskeets. Their roots will go down a couple hundred feet and sap the water supply. So people usually kill these when they can. Now some of them look pretty good and give me privacy from the road. So if I do get rid of those, I'm going to replace them with something. Alright, so here I'll do some actual digging. Now, what's important to know is what I'm digging right now is not the actual pond. I'm digging out an entire area, and the pond is going to be within that area. I need it to be a little bit lower down so I can make the stream going to it. Otherwise, I don't have any elevation, and I'm not going to build up a mound and put the stream on the mound. That's just not really the best way to do it. So, I'm getting in a position here. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You just get in position. I put down the front bucket. I'm not sure if that's standard, but of course you've got the back stabilizers. You try to get as level as you can. In this pit, it's not really the easiest. And then what I'll do is I'll open up the pit and make it wider, and then in subsequent shots you can see me taking the dirt off to the berm. So what I'm doing here is scooping it towards me instead of piling it up. I pile up some of it so there's not too much, and then the rest of it I just scoop towards me, because you'll see later I'll just come in here and scoop it out with the front bucket. Figured I'd just throw this in, showing the switch from front loader to backhoe. So you can see the distance I'm going here. Now, I'm really glad I rented this and not like a bulldozer or something. With the amount of dirt and the distance, it would have taken many times longer. So here I'm going to check on the other well. Now this area hasn't been cleared out, so you can see me using the shovel to make sure I don't get any spiders on me, and also kind of to make sure there's no snakes. But this well should still have water and might still have power if I were to turn everything on, but the equipment's really old, as you'll see. The pump might not be good anymore, so I have a well expert coming out at some point to check that. But yeah. So over here looks like we have a disconnect. We've got a control box for the well, a pressure tank, and another box. So I'm not sure um, what that other one is doing. That's the one to the bottom left. And I'm pretty sure the one to the top left is the control box. But I'll know for sure once I really take things apart. You can see it's kind of late, so I'm just looking at it visually just to see, get an idea what's going on over here so I can tell the well guy that's coming out later. So that's pretty much it. I have more footage, but it's more of the same stuff. So I'll just end with catching the chickens here. Now you can see I'm running water, so that's partially for the ducks and chickens, but also I want to see what happens when water just runs on this soil. What I've seen so far is that it doesn't really pull up at all. Even in heavy rains, I was very surprised. You don't really get mud puddles here. So that's kind of bad for the pond, because you just want that to hold water, of course, but with the liner, that can be handled. And it's good because if we get too much water, it's not going to overflow my whole little basin there. I'll make an overflow area, and in theory it should all drain back. I don't know what the rate at which it drains back is, but that's something I'm sure I'll figure out. Maybe not exactly, but I'll get a good idea of what the ground can absorb. So the chickens definitely need their own pen. As much fun as it is corralling them, not really something I look forward to doing every other day or so, but that's coming soon. I would show the full chase, if you will, but it's pretty dark. You don't really see much. So I'll do this a little bit earlier next time and record that. But thanks for putting up with all the noises and audio pops and issues. Once I get that all straightened out, and I'll get music in here and stuff, and we'll start making these public.